Hello everyone. Hello. How are you? How's everyone? I hope everyone is doing awesome. And today we are gonna have a session. Oh, I'm Chirayu, by the way. I'm Chirayu, and I am. We are gonna have an amazing session today on Git and GitHub. So let me have your highs and how is everyone doing? This will be an interactive session, by the way. So at any point, if you have any doubt and or if you're not able to like if you have doubt related to anything, just let me know in the comments. I'll for sure try to answer everything. So yeah, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing fine. Everyone's good. Hello. Okay, all good. Okay. Okay, cool. Everyone's good. Okay, so let me share my screen. um okay, screen will be visible. Okay, so yeah, can I have my webcam a little smaller, please, if possible? Okay, thanks. Okay, cool. So yeah, we are gonna have an amazing session on Git and GitHub today. So everyone has heard about these fancy words like push, commits, repositories, branches. So we are gonna look on them today. What does this all this mean and how do we use this? So this session will have three parts of this session. So first being the why, where we'll know about why is Git used, and then we'll take a look at Git and GitHub, which is Git versus GitHub, and then we'll continue with some concepts which are in GitHub, like methods and everything which is used in GitHub and Git, basically. Okay, so first we'll learn about what is Git. Okay, so Git is basically a version control system. Git is nothing but basically a control system, and let's take a look why do we use it. So I'm pretty sure everyone has been in that particular moment where we know that okay, this particular code base at this instance everything works, and then we need to add some more features, and then once we add like more features, everything kind of breaks and we get a lot of red lines and errors. So we all have had that moment of once we like started coding and all. So at that moment we wish that uh, like we had something which could we had a tool or something where we could just turn back, or we could just roll over back to that particular instance where everything was working. So we have our ways, like traditional ways of making different repositories and like different repositories, sorry, different folders in our local system. But we can't just make so many folders, right? That would be very inefficient on storage and everything. So like I've already mentioned here, like project V1, project V2 final, and like so many things. We have a lot of folders once we start doing in the traditional way. So what's the solution for this? What's the solution for this? This like Git is the solution for this. Git is like nothing, but it's basically a save game system which allows us to respawn. So, okay, let me just make things easier again. So, what it does is it basically keep tracks of our files and like all our files. Once we start staging them, once we start tracking them, we can just for example, if I like my code base works right now, and if I want to add some more features, so I'll just make a copy of this code base which is working right now. I'll tell Git to okay, please track this. I've done these many things as of now, and then I'm gonna start working again. And if anything breaks, I can just roll over back anytime. So this is like basically a saving system, and then we can just respawn at any particular checkpoint we want. Okay, so as I've already told you, what is Git? Git is nothing but a version control system which runs locally and on our machine, right? So it tracks changes to a file, like what changes have we made to a file. For example, if I'm making a txt file, a simple txt file which I'm writing hello world or be it anything. So yeah, it tracks changes, and we can always go back to previous changes on versions, and then We can create branches and merge changes. We are gonna take a look into that, so don't worry about that. Okay, so I see many people here. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone again. Yeah. Okay, so now we know about Git. We know a little about Git, right? So now what is GitHub? Uh, okay, so do you guys have any idea about GitHub? Can I see in chats if anyone has any idea about GitHub? What is GitHub? I can see it, by the way. Yes, okay. Okay. Hello everyone. Yes, okay. GitHub is a storage. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Correct. Please teach. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'll continue. What GitHub is basically, it's like a web-based platform which lets you upload your files basically, right? It is a web-based platform owned by Microsoft. Microsoft backs it, by the way. And so where we can upload our files in the form of repositories. It is similar to Google Drive or any OneDrive storage, any cloud storage which you'll have. So we'll just push our code into GitHub, and then we can store our code there. We can share it with our friends. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of storehouse for a digital lines. Yeah, you're correct. History of files. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's absolutely correct. Yeah. So yeah, we can share our files, we can collaborate with people, and also we can showcase our work basically. Okay, so now we are gonna start working with Git. Okay, let me just share my screen again. Just a second. Yep, I'll share the whole window. Uh, I hope my Windows. Okay, one second. Yep, I hope my screen is visible right now. Yeah. Okay, so we are gonna install Git on our machines. Uh, and I guess most of the people have Windows and Mac OS, and if someone has Linux, it's pretty easy, guys. It's literally chill. Yeah. So we'll first take a look on how to install Git on Windows. So we can you can search for this website here. It is git-scm.com. You can go to the download section here. One second, yeah, install, and then you can have your Git installed from here. It's just a normal installer like you would install any other exe file and any other application. It's just as simple as that. You just need to click like next. So yeah, that's how you do it. Can't see. Okay. Okay, one second. I guess it's visible now. See, we have like builds for all the operating systems. In Windows, it's like as simple as clicking next button and installing another application. And uh, till everyone is using Windows installing, I'll just tell you how to install on um Mac OS. Okay, so for if to check if Git is already installed, we just need to type this command git space dash dash version hyphen version. You'll get something right here. If you don't have Git installed on your Mac, you can just again put this command and you'll get a pop-up for installing Xcode command line tools. You can just install it from there, or you can also install it from here. Where? How? Using Homebrew. Yeah. So you can just type, sorry, brew uh, install git. It's that simple. Brew is a package manager, by the way. I've already installed it. I mean, I already have Git on my machine. So yeah, I'll just quit this. And oops, yeah. And on if I talk about Linux, it's just one command, sudo apt install git. That's it. It's already mentioned in the PDF. I'll put the link to of this PDF in the description. Once the stream is over, I'll just do it. So I is everyone has everyone installed it? Let me know in chat, please. Is everyone in a line with me? Like it's easy. And if you guys are facing any issue, just let me know. I'll try to fix it, install it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I guess we can move ahead. Yeah, okay, let's move ahead. So what initial setup? Initial setup, we have two commands to run. It's just for telling Git who are we. Okay, so we just need to have this command git config global user dot name and then your name. It's that simple. Okay, and then okay, my bad. Oh, sorry. Okay, and then once you have entered this command, you can like enter another command for email, which is global git config global user dot email, which is like just have your email. I'll just put my email with which I have my GitHub account on. We can go to the website GitHub's website and create an account there, and then we can have the same email right here in the git config. I'll just press enter here, and then yeah, everything's done then. This basic initial setup is done. Like whatever we need till like now, it's done. We don't need anything else. Let's move ahead to the to the session. Hasn't everyone done it? Can I get a thumbs up, please? Can I get a thumbs up? Okay, we have a little delay on in the stream, but no worries. Can I get a thumbs up? Okay, done. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, now let's go on to GitHub and make a repository there. So you can go to github.com. I guess many of you have or you already have the account. If not, I'll just show you. You can go to github.com, click on sign up, and then continue with Google, which is the most e like easiest thing. Get a password, like set a password there, and then we can continue. I'll just browse this. Yeah. Okay, once everyone is in the GitHub homepage, you can click on this green icon, which says new, right? You can click on this icon. I'll just click on it, and then this is a repository. What we are doing is creating a repository. Okay, as it's mentioned in this also, creating a repository. What we need to do is go to github.com, click new repository, and then enter name description, choose the visibility, and then create repository. So as I have told you, we can just click on this green icon here, right here, which says new. We'll just click on it. Then we'll add a repository name. Let me add a name as GDG sorry, GDG get session. Let's do it. Okay, it's available. It says this is a repository about get session. This is optional, obviously, but yeah, you can always have it. And then we can set the visibility. Public is visible to everyone, and then private is visible to just us, or we can allow different people also if you're working with something confidential. Or okay, so yeah, we can also have a git ignore file here. Don't worry about that. I'll for sure explain you what is git ignore file. And then yeah, we can just create a new repository. I'm just making it public right now. We'll create a new repository, and yeah, our repository is made. Okay, has everyone done this? Let me know if you guys have any problem, if you guys have any issues right now. Is everyone in sync? Is everyone are you guys enjoying the session, by the way? Are you guys enjoying the session? Please let me know. And if there are any problems or issues, just just put them in the chat. I'll add it. Yeah. Okay. Everyone has done it. Okay. Cool. We will now start cloning the repository. Okay, I'll zoom this thing once. Okay, we'll now start cloning the repository. What cloning is basically, we are pulling, we are just making a copy of the repository which exists in github.com to our local directory. Okay, so for that, what you have to do is, I'll just exit from here. Oops, yeah. And then I have already made a folder named as session, and I have also opened it on my on my code editor. Basically, I use VS Code. Okay, let's get a new terminal. Okay, cool. Now, yeah. Okay, so now we can start cloning the repository. The sorry, the command for cloning the repository is git space clone space URL. We can pull this. We can get the URL from the URL bar, and I guess it's mentioned here somewhere. Okay, we can just clone this repository here, right here. We'll space. We'll type. Just increase this size. 1 second. Yeah, I guess it's visible. Yeah. We'll type git clone and then this and then slash. Dot slash is basically I'm telling that I want git to clone the repository, this particular repository, in the current directory. We can always have like dot slash something like that. So this will create a new folder named as sec and then clone the repository there. But I'm just cloning the repository in the root directory. I'll just have it and then okay, you appear to have cloned an empty repository. It's fine. And then we'll type git remote -v, which says that okay, this particular like folder which is on my local machine is connected to uh, the GitHub repository, which is this thing. It's named as origin. You don't need to know that much about remotes. But yeah, basically we can check our remote like this, git space remote space -v, which tells us the GitHub repository the folder is connected to. Okay, fine. Now, yeah, we have successfully cloned. And has everyone cloned the repository? Let me get a thumbs up or a yes if everyone has done it. Do you guys have any issues till now? I hope there are no issues. Okay. Okay, let's move ahead in the session. Let's get okay, cool. Everyone has cloned. Now, what we'll do is we'll create some files, we'll commit and then we'll push. Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you what all is this. Okay. So first of all, I'll just create a new file named as dummy.txt maybe. Dummy.txt. Let's make a simple txt file and then I'll write hello, this is a sample file right here. We'll have a simple sample file here. Uh, okay, cool. Yeah, and then as you can see, that like okay, let me save it. As you can see, there appears to be I can see a U symbol right beside my file name, right? That means that I have just created a file and which is not yet in the origin. So we can also check that using the GUI, which GitHub, sorry, which Visual Studio Code has. It says that we have these changes, so we can just obviously stage them. What staging means is basically you have some changes in your like directory, right? This I have just created a dummy.txt file and now I'll just add it. Okay, let's add it using our terminal and then I can show you how to add it using GUI. Okay, so I'll add git. I'll just type git space add. Oh, sorry, git space add space dot, which will add any which will add any tag changes to the staging part, right? So I'll just press enter and then you see that this dummy.txt file has been added to stage changes, right? So what staged changes mean is we are gonna pick some files and we are gonna like tell Git on that, okay, I have worked in this file and I just want to have these particular files saved. But how would Git know that like what particular thing have you worked on that, right? So for that, what we do is we commit it, we like commit them with a particular message. Okay, so we can have message of our choice. Obviously, we'll add git commit -m and init create a dummy file, maybe something like that, dummy file, and then press enter, which will commit this. And then we have not published any branch. As you can see, we don't have anything right here, so it's showing me an option to publish branch, we can just type git, sorry, git, and then push. What it will do is it will create a new branch such called main, and then it will push to GitHub. So as we can see, if I reload this page, I'll see the dummy.txt file right here. See, I what I see is the exact txt file which I have made, and then I just see it in GitHub, which is basically a storage. Okay. So has everyone done this? Hmm. Has everyone done this? Let me know, please. Yes, I have some delay in the chat. No worries. Okay, cool. I see one thumbs up. Okay, cool. It shows access denied. Make sure that you have okay, SSH keys. We can add it, but I guess that's a little complex part. So we can just have the global configuration handle that part. We can obviously as like add SSH keys to authenticate via GitHub, but I guess that's a little bit complex part, so we won't go there. Okay, cool. I see some thumbs up, so I guess we can continue forward. Okay, so what we are gonna do is okay, so we have some major problems. Okay, now if my Python app or maybe any application has some environment variables, right? Everyone know like some applications do need environment variables, right? So if I add .env right here, right, and then maybe add a variable called as database URL something, database URL equal to, let's say, XYZ. Yeah, let's just say XYZ. Okay. So I don't want other people to know what my environment variables are, right? You would not want them to know like your environment variables, or maybe if you guys know about node modules folder or maybe Python environments, you just don't want to push all the like what do we call, yeah, all the libraries which you have downloaded in your local folders, so you just don't want them to you just won't don't want to push those files. One user, I guess we need to authenticate using app password token generation. Yes, yeah, we might need that, yeah, maybe. Okay. Hello everyone. Yeah. So yeah, we don't want people to know our environment files. Okay. So for that particular thing, we have a special file named as .getignore file. What this does is basically will tell Git to not track particular files such as .env files, environment variable files. We just don't want people to know about it. So as I've already written a file used to tell Git which files and folders should be ignored and not tracked. So these particular folders won't be pushed to GitHub or folders of file basically. So it prevents unnecessary or sensitive files from being added to your repository. So this if I okay, let's try adding another env file. Okay, and then I'll commit. Okay, let's commit using the GUI now. So I can type add .env, and then I'll just commit it, and then I'll press sync changes to push it to GitHub. Now, when I open GitHub and then refresh the page, everyone can see that, oh, this is not good. I have accidentally pushed my environment file to GitHub, which is not good. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just create a file named as getignore. Oh, sorry, yeah, getignore, and then I'll add .env here, right here. So what this, yeah. One second. Okay, let me create another folder too, so I can tell you this works on folders too. So let's add do not don't push this please. Okay. I will name this folder. Don't push this, please. And then add a sample.txt file right here. Hi, which will say just say hi. And then what I'll do is, okay, 1 second. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll add dot what's the folder name? I'll just copy and then paste it right here. So as everyone can see, this particular folder has a name has grayed out, right? So meaning that this particular folder or file won't be tracked by GitHub. Okay, let me just delete this file again, and then if you just delete it and then try again, it won't track it, right? So I'll just add the files again to the staging. Okay, let me add this once. Yeah, I'll just push the git ignore file, and then you can see, even though I've entered this command, and then if I type git status, by the way, git status is the command used to get status of your tracked files, your staged files, or the status of your repository locally, right? So we have nothing to commit and working tree is clean, meaning Git is ignoring this particular folder which we have added in git ignore. So this is how git ignore works. Please make sure you never push your like heavy folders or maybe your environment variables file to Git, which is this is a good practice and you should not do that. So okay, one more thing, talking about commit messages, I'll tell one more uh, thing. Once again, git commit conventions. Okay, so we have some particular conventions while we write message, which is like standardized conventions, which is a good, again, it is a good practice. We can always have custom commit messages, but having like standardized commit messages makes debugging easier and makes like maybe when you're rolling back, so you know particular like when you know that okay, at this instance I have fixed something, or maybe I have a new feature right there, so you can like it makes our life easier basically. It makes a lot of things easier. So we have some particular conventions right here. So for example, if I create another file, let me have it. 1 second, just a second, guys. Okay, yeah, hi everyone. I'm so sorry for that hindrance. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we were talking about the commit conventions, right? So once I create another file named as new file.txt. Yeah, I love txt files. Okay, this is a new file, a new, okay, this is a new file. And then if I'm adding it again, git add dot and then git commit minus m. How we can have our messages is maybe we can have like this, add a new file named something something, but how we'll add it is feat and then colon, and then we'll describe what new feature we have added. So we'll write add new txt file named new file, maybe something like that, or you can also describe them in detail. So we'll just add it and then we'll push it. So yeah, this feat keyword was for like particular feature if you have added, and we also have some different keywords like fix and then feat everyone has known, and then build, core, CI, docs, style, refactor, and then performance commits, and then test commits. We can always use these particular keywords. This is a good practice to include everything. Okay, so did everyone understand about the git ignore file? Can I get a thumbs up, please? Is everyone in sync with me again? Let me get a yes. Yeah, we can. Yeah, okay. ZyroNet has asked a question, but the env still remains in the Git history even after adding in Git ignore, right? So yeah, env will remain in the Git history. So that's why I guess. Okay, let me create a new repository and show you something. Once we create a new repository, let it be anything like, so we have an option to add a Git ignore, right? So we can just have like open this, and then maybe if I'm working with Node, so this will have particular files and folders which everyone uses in their Git ignore. I mean, the Git has added this Git ignore file. We can always customize that, but this already has a lot of folders and files which needs to be ignored. So you can always have like you can always choose a Git ignore file while you are creating the repository. But yeah, once I have pushed env to GitHub, it will remain there, even if I delete it right now. Okay, let me just delete it and show once again. Okay, I'll push it. Feed, remove env. Sorry, yeah. And I've pushed it. And if I reload again, you see 5 commits. And if I see in this commit, we can see the env files. I mean, env variable, sorry. So it remains in the history. Cool. Oh, I have close that, no worries. Okay, cool. Let's get ahead. Let's move ahead. Now, we know cloning. We have like done everything with the get ignored part. Okay, now we want to know more about branches. One second. Let me just open a tool for you. One second. I'll just share my screen. Give me a second, guys. Share screen and then yeah. So, uh, moving ahead with branches. So, what are branches? What are branches? Does anyone here know about branches? Does anyone here knows what are Git branches? You guys know. Let me get some answers. Okay, no worries. I'll start explaining it. So basically, what branches are is okay, so let's assume that you have a particular code working right now, right? So you just don't want but okay, you have a code working right now and you want to add some more features onto it, right? But you don't want to mess up that code and you don't want to actually put features in the particular code, but you still want to add more features, right? So what we will do is we'll create a separate branch which is nothing but basically a clone of your current code base, and then you can start working on the particular branch which you have created and then add new features there. Okay, so how do we create a branch? Okay, branches are like something we create multiple paths for a single code file. Like I don't want to change something on my yes, exactly, exactly. You're absolutely correct, Aryan. Okay, so yeah, how do we create a branch? We create a branch with this command get space branch and then branch name. And then for switching onto the particular branch, we can use get checkout and then the branch name. I'll just create a new branch, get branch. I'll just create a branch with my name. Okay. So I have created a new branch for viewing all the branches in the current the local Git branches. I'll type Git space branch. That's it, right? So I have a main branch right here. I'll just zoom it again. I have a main branch right here, and I have another branch named Chirayu right here. And I'll press Shift Q for exiting the bash terminal. Okay, so now for switching on to the branch name Chirayu, what I'll do is I'll type git checkout Chirayu. It's that simple. And now I have switched to Chennai branch. Okay, so now for making this branching more easier to understand, I have a website for you, which is Learning Git Branching. And what I'll do is create a new branch right here. Let me just skip the tutorial. Yeah. You can just go on to this website. I'll just paste the link of this website in the chat. And yeah, you can all go and then just code with me. Yeah. So now let's skip this tutorial. Okay, so now we have a new branch such as named as main. Okay, so now as we all know, we can create a new branch with this command git branch, and then let me name this branch as Chirayu, or maybe feet. Maybe we'll create a feature branch. Okay, feature yeah, feature one. So I'll just press enter, and as you see, we have created a new branch, and we are currently in the main branch. For switching into um, feature one branch, we'll type git. Okay, before switching, I'll just commit in the main branch. Okay, git branch. We are currently in main branch. We have a little star right here, right? This shows that we are currently in the main branch. I guess everything is visible right now. I have zoomed a little. Okay, we'll just commit with a simple message with git commit -m new commit. Let's do it. New commit. So we have made a new commit in main branch, right? But as you know, uh, that when we create a branch, it copies basically the main branch from that particular instance. So in the main branch, we just had one commit, one single commit, which was C1, and the feature branch is still at C1, right? The feature branch is still at C1. Okay, by mistakenly, I have checked out to C1. No worries. Okay, so now we'll again type git branch, which will show. Oh, one second. Git checkout main. Yeah, we have. Okay, this is the current scenario. We have our current branch as main, and then we'll type git checkout uh, feature one, and then we'll check out to the feature branch. Now if we type git branch again, it will show the star beside the feature one branch. And now we'll commit -m commit in sorry commit in feature branch, and then see. Now, till C1, both branches were in align with each other, right? But the main branch had a different commit, and then the C3 branch, which, oh, sorry, the feature one branch had a different commit. So it shows a beautiful animation, which is like diverged, two branches have diverged. Okay. So now, if I want to again check out to main branch, I'll just type git checkout main. Okay. Yeah. Git branch. Yeah, we've checked out to main successfully. And then if I want to pull changes or pull commits from feature one, I'll just write git pull um, feature one and then press enter. But it shows an error. Okay. An origin is required for that. So basically origin is we have added right here, right? Git remote -v. So Git doesn't know where to pull this from. So we'll type git pull origin and then feature one. Feature one. So this origin is basically your remote, and then feature one is feature one is which branch do you want to pull from. Then I'll just press enter, and it shows another error. Okay, we have to have an origin maybe. Okay, cool. If I explain you right here, I guess this has some problem. One second, I'll just publish this branch and then create a separate file right here. New file in Chirayo branch, something like that, .txt. This is a new file in a different branch. I'll save it and then I'll add it, git adds dot git commit -m, and then feed, add a new file and then git push. I'll just simply do this. Now this has pushed to my branch named Chirayu. I'll open github.com and yeah, I'll open this and then I can see two branches right here. And then in Chirayu branch, we see a new file, right? Now, if I want to pull the changes from this particular branch to my main branch, what I'll do is git pull origin. Okay, no. First, we'll have to check out. Git checkout main. So we have successfully checked out to main. And then what I'll do is git pull origin and then Chirayu. I'll just add right there. So what it has done is it has pulled the particular commits which were there in Chirayu branch, and then it has added those commits in the main branch. So this is how you pull. So when you're working with a team, maybe a team of 4 to 5 people, what we generally do is we have we have a main branch, and then we have separate branches for separate people. So for example, if I am working on a particular section of a website, maybe let it be a hero section, and then if my friend is working on a footer section, so we don't work on the main branch. We create new separate branches, and then we work on particular branches, and then we basically tell like the project manager or anyone to pull the changes from this particular branches. We can also like I can also show you explain about like pull request and everything, but in some later session for sure. And yeah, so I've successfully pulled the changes from Chirayu to main, and then I'll type git push, which will push the current changes into uh, the main branch. Now, if I reload it, so as you can see, we have a new file in Chirayu branch.txt inside the main branch, and we also have the same file in the branch named as Chirayu. So yeah, this is all about branches. And okay, one more command we have. If we want to merge some particular command, some particular branch with the main branch, we can always use git merge and then the branch name right here, which does is merges the specified branch into the current branch. Okay, so now if I type git checkout, git branch, it will show that I'm currently in the main branch. I'll press Q, and then I'll type git merge and then Chirayu. So I want to merge Chirayu branch to the main branch. Okay, which is already up to date. We have already done this. We just did it right now. We have pulled the commit from Chirayu branch to the main branch. Okay, so has everyone done this? Let me get some thumbs ups again. Does anyone have any doubts till now? Any doubts related to branch, or if you're facing any error when you're merging any branches, anything like that? Okay, cool. I see one thumbs up. So, okay, I assume there are no doubts right here. Okay, cool. Okay, I'll assume that everyone is in sync with me and no one has any doubts. Okay, so yeah, this was all about creating branches. And what if we want to delete some branch? So we'll use this particular command, git branch -d and then branch name, which will delete the branch, a particular branch, if it's been like merged. And if you want to force delete it, we'll just turn that small d to a capital D. That's it, right? So I'll try to delete the branch. Okay, let me add a new commit first. Get uh, check out check out Chirayo, and then we'll just add a new file, new.txt, and then we'll type new, and then sorry, we'll just add it and then add new file. new maybe something like that, and then we'll commit it. Okay. Okay, I have not saved this change. Okay, cool. I'll just commit it and then I'll push it. Okay, I have pushed some changes into Chirayu, and then I'll again check out main, and then I'll try to. Okay, do I have some? Okay, I assume it was not pushed or something like that. Okay, maybe add new file again. We'll commit it and then we'll sync. Basically, we'll push it. We'll check out to the file, to the branch, to the main branch, and then we'll try to delete git branch minus d chirayu. So this shows an error that this particular branch has not been merged to the main branch. Okay. So what we'll do for merging is git merge chirayu. Yeah, git. Sorry, we need to specify origins also, by the way. Git merge origin chirayu. Yeah, so we have successfully merged these the branch named as Chirayu with the origin. And if I try to delete this branch right now, I'll just push it to the main. And if I try to delete this branch right now, it will uh, say, okay, wait, get branch. Okay, we have deleted it. Okay, I guess I have already entered that command. Yeah, maybe we have deleted. Okay, so this works basically. And if you want to force delete it, we can have something like this. So it will forcefully delete that branch, like even if it's not merged yet. Okay, so now if I introduce you to a new command, which is git fetch. This particular command, what this does is this fetches all the changes that is like this that is in GitHub to your local folder, right? So if suppose I'm working on a branch and my friend has created some different branch, right? Maybe Chirayu and maybe something else, XYZ. XYZ has created his her own branch, and if I want to have that branch in my repo like local folder, right? So I'll just type this command git fetch origin, which will fetch all the branches and files uh, from origin from GitHub to my local directory. That is basically all about uh, branches. Yeah, please don't mind that uh, error. No worries. Yeah. So yeah, we are done with our session. And if I talk a little more, so we have some more commands which are useful for you guys, which is git pull, git status, and git log. Git pull, we have already talked about it. Git status, we have already talked about it. Git log is basically showing just for showing your commits. We'll type git log and then hyphen hyphen one line, and then if I press enter, it will show all the commits which I have in this particular branch, and then I can press Q right here. So yeah, these were the other useful commands, and I've also prepared one cheat sheet for you, which has uh, some git commands and also the description and how are they used right here. So yeah, you can have this PDF. I'll just put the PDF link in the description of this live stream, so you can always check them out right here. So yeah, we are done with this session. So does anyone has a doubt, or if anyone is stuck anywhere, let me know. I'll just help you guys. And if not, if everyone understood and if everyone enjoyed this live stream, can I get a thumbs up again, or maybe a heart again? Can I get a heart? I see there are many people right here watching. So can we get a heart or can we get a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed and if you understood like Git and GitHub, and if you were And if now, if anyone asks you what is Git and what is GitHub, you will be able to explain them, and you will be like confident with this particular topic and this particular tool, that okay, I know this, I've got this. Okay, cool, cool. I see many thumbs up and hearts. Okay, cool, guys. Okay, so thank you, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed this live stream, and I hope everyone understood what Git and GitHub is. And yeah, I just want to tell everyone that yeah, just two crazy things that matter, as we always say. And if anyone still has any doubts, you can always reach us and our so like you can always reach me. And if anyone has any new ideas or anything like that, we people always love crazy things and building crazy things. Okay, so yeah, that's all we have for today. That's all we have for today. Great session. Thank you, Zyronid. I hope all of you guys enjoyed this. So with that, I'll sign off and have a very good night. Bye bye.